This is audio file 23 from the question and answer book The Mancharians' Newest Civilization. Here we have instructions on how to develop the technique of astral travel, and what is the value of psychic endeavors. And what's the nature of the duality of consciousness. The information you will hear now is taken from the question and answer book, called The Mancharians' Newest Civilization. All sessions were recorded in 1995 in Tempe, Arizona. We offer these audio files as a free gift under the Creative Fair Use copyright rules. The text in spoken words may therefore be freely copied, distributed, and stored in any electronic format, provided no text is altered, and the authors' names are not removed from quotations of any length. All commercial copyrights are reserved by the publisher. Director, can you give some advice as to what people should do in order to learn the technique of astral travel? Mancharians, it is not so much here a process of learning astral travel. It's a process of being. You need to again sit quietly and connect with your higher self. But this isn't ultimately necessary, for you do have the cord, and the cord goes into different directions. It is a pull and push effect, and a balancing act does it do upon the body with the etheric body and the higher self. But here you need to get in touch again with Mother Earth. You need to get in touch again with who you are. For how can you go on exploration in a boat if you don't even know who you are? And most people, do they not like to take somebody with them? And those somebodies would say, we're going on a long trip. And who are you going on a long trip with? Others ask. We don't know. He doesn't know who he is yet. Conglomerate the facts, and make sense of them and implement them, and begin by taking the $10 out from under your cover and begin using it before you starve yourself. Proceed please. Director, thank you. There are many people in the New Age or psychic world, who resort to techniques like astrology, tarot cards, psychic endeavors of any description, Reiki techniques, and so on. What comments can you make on these kinds of human endeavor, as they reach out for their objectives or goals? Mancharians, here again we have the concept of techniques, always beneficial. And here you must remember, that we say again, do not judge others on their doings, for there are those who are not as evolved as others, and those which take their steps and use their tools. Why, for instance, there is one farmer in one country take a hoe, dig little holes and plant seeds, while another farmer in another country takes a tractor with the plows and rakes. And another combine, and he does his farming in that way. You see, seeds are planted in different ways. But no matter how it is planted, is not the outcome that is so important? At least these people are stepping out and spending their money, so to speak, as which we did speak of earlier. That is simply, you must understand here, their way of attaining. They have a path, each one, to go, and it is hopefully the straight and narrow. And here by the straight and narrow we simply mean the path which takes the most work without having the most pits in it all the time, though pits too are for our growth, you must understand. So here again, it is the road that lies in front of you, and how do you get up on that road? Well, you get up either by walking, or by car, or perhaps you fly above the road in one of your antique contraptions. But what is the purpose, what is the goal here, and what is important? Is it not to get to the end of the road? Director, indeed. Mancharians, precisely. Proceed. Director, earlier you alluded to your intent of speaking on the subject matter of duality of consciousnesses. Can you elaborate on it now, please? Mancharians, the duality of consciousnesses. In an effort to make you understand, and here we haven't possibly covered enough topics leading up to it, however we will try in our way to explain to you and your people that alternative consciousness is simply picturing yourself in higher dimensions when you attain those levels within a medium of, and here we fish again for the proper word, altered dimensions, I believe. In any case, there is as looking through a looking glass here, where the focus will be designed mainly on a caricature of what you were doing precisely at that moment. And look at the division of the consciousness from the positive to the aspect, as the consciousness being the one creator, and the negative being as fragments of it. And therefore the sole focus would not be in fragments, because it would be too dispersed, but rather the consciousness of the positive at that time would be so glued together and so in whole totality, that it would predominate over the fragmented efforts of the other half, as you could put it, of the duality. Director: all right. That are all the questions we have for you this evening. Mancharians, we do thank you. We have achieved our purpose here tonight with the efforts of your compliances. We are the Mancharians. We do bid your people a loving farewell at this point in their evolutionary process then. Good night. End of File 23. Our presence on internet is freeearthsystem.net. Also, starshipfederation.atspace.com.co.uk. My presence on Facebook is facebook.com/Sentana-Ries. It is our intent to present to you listeners the words of the Mancharians from the book The Mancharians' Newest Civilization in audio segments of approximately 5 to 9 minutes in length. Happy listening.